Hi, I'm Green Mama V and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to go over the green food. So this is a highly nutritious, delicious baby food recipe that we started with the girls when they were about 6 months old. They're 2.5 and they still eat this today. So basic ingredients for this. We have olive oil, onions. We use mostly frozen veg as it locks in the nutrition once it's frozen, and you have less pressure to use it up before you're ready to prepare the food. So we have frozen broccoli florets, garden peas, frozen spinach, quinoa, and fresh parsnips. Okay, and now we're going to get started. So I've got 4 sort of medium-sized onions here for the batch of food. Now you don't have to chop them up particularly fine at all. Big chunky cuts are grand because we're going to blend everything up at the end anyway. So we're going to add about 1/4 cup of olive oil to the onions in the pot. Now, I use a fair bit of oil in this because it's vegetable base and it isn't very calorically dense, so the oil helps increase the caloric content of the food because it is quite light. So vegetarian kids will be eating a little bit lighter than non-vegetarian kids, so it's good to give them good quality oils and seeds and nut butters and things like that. To bring up the caloric content. So we're going to leave that covered and keep an eye on it for about 10 minutes until the onions caramelize, and that's going to give it a nice rich flavor to the food. That is looking good. So these are golden brown. You want to make sure you don't overdo them because obviously you don't want them to burn. Burnt food isn't going to taste too good. So once the onions are ready, we're going to go ahead and add some spinach. So spinach is probably, we're going to add about 5 or 6 sort of cubes of spinach, the frozen variety. Now spinach is a bit of a harsh flavour, so we can add a wee bit, but we're not going to get tons of it in here. So if you want to come over here and have a look, I think this is about the maximum sort of spinach that I can put in. That's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wee sort of balls of frozen spinach. Now, because so many of the ingredients are frozen, we want them to sort of defrost to see what the water content is of the food. So I'll put these in along with the parsnips, as the parsnips take the longest time to cook because they are a more fibrous vegetable. So these recipes started, we've got another one coming up next called orange food. Orange food was me trying to find a way to make lentils palatable, and this was me trying to find a way to make spinach and broccoli palatable for babies, and this is what I've come up with. So now we're going to let this sit covered for, again, about 10 minutes and just keep stirring and checking on it. That is the spinach defrosted, and we are now going to add the broccoli and peas. So this is a 1 kilogram bag of broccoli florets, and I would use probably about half of that, so half a kilo. And this is a 1 kilo bag of peas, and we're going to go ahead and put the entire thing in there. Now, it looks really full at the minute. Believe it or not, we still have quinoa to get in. But it will come down as it defrosts. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. And again, it's a matter of about 10 minutes stirring and checking. Okay, that's gone down. So you'll notice there's actually a wee bit of water at the bottom now as well from the defrosting veg. So now we're going to add the quinoa. So this is a 300 gram packet, and we're going to use half, so 150 grams of dried quinoa. So I can just pinch it and pour. That's it. And then we're going to add boiling water, and it's hard to say exactly how much, generally until you can see it coming up there on the sides. And we'll mix it in, so now the quinoa is going to cook and absorb quite a bit of that water. So we'll cover it up again. This is our last step. And again, this is now going to be about 15 to 20 minutes or so on sort of a medium to low heat. Okay, so that's it done now. So everything is nice and soft. The quinoa is fully cooked, and now we're going to go ahead and blend it. You can let it cool down first or just blend it hot, doesn't really matter. So I just use the wee bar mix. I'll go ahead and blend that together. So when it's about the consistency of like smooth oatmeal or porridge, that is when you are done. That is good. That was really good. Okay, so we've got 3 containers of the green food. So 1 for the fridge and 2 for the freezer. So that's it for the green food. Now let me know in the comments below how it goes, how your kids like it, and as always, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.